Alright, so post the link and then we'll get started. Anybody joining in, I'm just gonna put some links and some channels here, and then we'll get started with the stream. Oh, that's the wrong one. All right. Alright, so if anyone is currently on stream, welcome in. Oh, of course, this freaking camera's gonna be finicky. Alright. Alright, welcome in, people. It's gonna be a kind of newer stream, or me newer to stream. So expect some rough edges, because I haven't really done anything like this before. So how's everyone doing tonight? Hope y'all are doing good. I just got a whole bunch of microfiles and some pics and stuff. Kind of treated myself because I've been needing a whole lot of files and for integration work and just kind of general things. I really needed microfiles. Alright, so we're going to get started on this upcoming integration. I'm hoping to make a video about soon. It's having some trigger rubbing issues, and I'm hoping to solve that here on stream. So right now it's rubbing, and I'm going to see if I can put some grease on the slider tube, or the thrower arm, I guess. Thank you, Michael. I'll show the paint job more in depth unless you've seen this on Discord, because I've only shown this on Discord and Instagram, I believe. I really appreciate that. I really am happy about how this integration came out, especially with the paint job. I feel like it kind of matched everything together nice. Gotta put the screw back in. Right now it's having trigger rub issues. It's whenever it's like this, it'll work fine, but whenever it's clamshelled on the other side, it starts to rub. And I haven't figured out why. I think I need to eliminate some more of this hot glue here, because I don't see anywhere else where it could be rubbing, where the actual trigger is. I don't know if it's being screwed on too tight, or what the hell's the issue. I do have a name for it. It's, right here. Hybrid Theory. It's named after an album by Linkin Park, if you've heard of it. Hopefully I'm going to put some instrumental music in the video I make of it. Eventually, that's the plan to do. Alright. Of course the mag release is garbage. I eventually want to replace the magazine release and the rev trigger with more comfortable ones on like Thingiverse. I just don't have a printer, and trying to get people to print stuff is pretty hard. Especially nowadays, because people are a lot more busy than they used to be. Alright. Put some screws in here and see how the trigger rub feels. I also changed the trigger, the hairline trigger, to the full-blown modulus trigger, because this one is obviously missing some structural integrity right here. So that's kind of just going to be a test piece for a different project. Alright. I don't know if it's just too tight or what's the issue. Alright, well that feels better. I'm just gonna have to live with that, I guess. So if any of you guys haven't seen this build, it's a Raptor Strike and a Modulus integration with bits from a Magnus and a Maverick. Forgot the name for a second. And gonna be making a video on it soon. I've just been really busy. And yeah, we'll see where it goes from there. I have a lot of ideas on how to film it. Like I said, I want to see if I can find instrumental music from the album that this is from, or the name is from, because I don't really want to be copyright fucked for having music there. Where is my screws? Am I missing a screw? Yeah, in the middle here. Alright, so I kind of got this thing solved already. So, now it's ready to be featured in a video, hopefully sometime shortly. Also forgot the stupid sling thing. I'm tired. The stupid sling mount, but I can do that later. I'm just done about opening this thing up. So we'll put that back for now, and then we'll get started on doing some other integration work. Recently got this commission blaster, and we're going to see if we can put some work into it and see if anyone has some ideas on it while I'm working with it. just threw down some basic putty for now. I haven't done the other side yet. I'm hoping to do the other side and kind of let the other side dry. So let's take the screws out of this side. I'm hoping to get this done before Christmas. If you were following me when I did the modulus integration, that took about 10 days to do. So I'm really hoping I can also speedrun this one. Not speedrun because it makes it sound like I'm not putting as much effort in, but try and get this done relatively quickly because I want to give this to the owner before Christmas time, and hopefully they'll receive it in a timely manner. Right. Oh, got a screw up here. The main goal of this is just to make a cool looking Strife. There isn't any internals in the Raven or anything that are significant to the build. If I can get this apart, that'd be great. No idea why it's not coming apart. There we go. God damn it. This is why I hate doing strike shots. They suck to do. Doesn't help that this thing's sharp as shit, especially on the bottom. Alright. Kind of just busted this off, which sucks, but wasn't really attached very well anyway. If anyone new has joined, welcome in. Hope you guys are doing good. Hopefully the audio's fine. Haven't really messed with it. Alright, so we're going to bust the hot glue off of this guy, and then we're going to screw it to this side of the shell, and we're going to add more to the other side, or add some epoxy putty to this side. But first of all, I want to reinforce this side of the shell, so we're going to take my actually brand new hot glue gun and fill in the cracks, because the Raven here, or the integration here, if you just have it be wholly like this, then it's harder for it to have any stability when it comes to, because epoxy putty is really fragile is what I'm trying to get at, and DevCon is stronger. I would use DevCon, but this thing is really, has a whole bunch of gaps in it, and I really don't want to sit there trying to fill it in with DevCon or anything like that. I'm obviously going to put that in different areas because some areas are too tight for epoxy putty to comfortably like get sandwiched in. So we're going to start busting this guy apart, because this will give us enough time for the hot glue gun to warm up. Now hopefully the hot glue isn't too secured on these pieces, because I kind of just threw it on here just to get a basic idea, kind of hold its shape together. I eventually want to do a video about how to integrate a blaster. Well, not like a standard kind of video, just like how I do it, because I've had a lot of people ask me questions about how I do it, what materials I use. I really want to make a video answering all those questions in one, so I don't have to continue to repeat myself. But haven't had anything basic enough to do that with, especially something like this that's kind of complicated with as many shell pieces as there are. I want to try and do that with like a small pistol or something on that scale. I want to do like a double strike integration mainly for the couple first things, or for that video. I'm also planning on doing a series on restoring integration work. I bought a blaster off of eBay, and it really needs to be repaired. And I filmed the first part of that video. It just needs to be edited together. And a thumbnail made for it, and it should be up on the channel by Friday. I'm shooting for. So you can expect that, hopefully. Hopefully I don't bust the shell in half, because this long shot here is sun damaged, and I really don't want to shatter it. So that wouldn't be very good. See if I can just cut this out, 'cause I think pulling on it is just going to make it worse. Oh yeah, there we go. You probably saw none of that because it was all on my lap. I really don't think anyone wants to see that. Right. Yeah, that stuff's just on there, isn't it? Hate this. It's my least favorite part about integration work, is tearing off all the hot glue. It's just nerve-wracking, and a lot of shit can go wrong. And one slip with a sharp tool like an X-Acto knife can do some real damage, like how Phil Swift told us. Oh, God. Off you get. Come on. Here we go. Alright, let's get the gloves off of here. We'll start hot gluing the other side together. Sorry, this isn't the most entertaining thing. I'm not very good at entertaining people on the spot, especially when I don't have face-to-face contact with them. I just thought it would be neat to stream, because I know some people just like to have stream as background noise, and I don't think anyone that I know is streaming tonight, so figured that I'd just take that spot, and hopefully it's somewhat enjoying and you get something out of this. Maybe people just like to have it as background noise or whatever. Alright. Oh wow, that just kind of ripped off, didn't it? Some of you might be wondering why I take hot glue off just to say to put it back on. The hot glue that I'm taking off is to get the shape and the general aesthetic, so it's not really clean or hidden. It's just kind of the easiest to pull apart. And so I can put everything together, see how it looks, share the pictures with the commissioner, and then see if they... Why is there water in here? See if they like the shape of it, and if not, I can always change something. I did have a Raider stock on here, but they asked for that not to be there, which is completely fine. Because I think they're just a little bit shorter than me. And it's a long blaster, but it's not super uncomfortable. I feel for maybe a shorter person than I am. Well, that's cool. I tried to watch Mr. Nathan's streams, but he never, I never got to catch them. Unfortunately, I think I caught the last stream for his Barracuda, but I couldn't really slide into any other stream of his. And, it's nice to hear that it's enjoyable. It's nice to hear that someone enjoys it. I'm so thankful I don't have homework because I basically have 3 classes. Apologies if the picture quality is kind of low. I know my phone isn't really built to stream, but it's the only thing I have on hand that's a camera. Alright, let's get all this hot glue out of here. You can start reinforcing the other side of the shell. Apparently the Gelfire Mythic is $70 at Target right now. I went to my local Target actually like 30 minutes ago, and apparently they're $10 off. So I might be your boy might be grabbing one of those. I'll have to see. I mean, I'll have to see if it's worth it, because I don't want to make a review on it just for it to suck. I haven't watched a review of it yet, or one that I remember at least. And I don't remember how long it's been out for. I think it's been out for like a couple months or so. I'm not really one for gel blasters. I'm more for, you know, Nerf, but I'm always open to kind of branch out to that kind of stuff. Ooh. Freaking hot glue sticking to my hand. Apparently I gotta get one more stick. It's not hot glue. Ah, the sounds of sewer. I love my basement. Ugh. Why do the hot glue hairs stick better than the actual hot glue? Alright, should be done hot gluing in a bit, and it might get more interesting. I will unfortunately have to run upstairs and get a bowl of water for the smoothing of the epoxy putty, so I will have to be back. Should have got that before stream. And just enough. Alright. Let's move on to the other side of the shell. This side actually has a dang screws in it, so I can actually do that. Welcome aboard, some people. How's it going? Just trying to put some putty on this side of the shell. Hopefully to get this thing done by Christmas, like I said earlier in stream. Right. I don't think we'll go to the seam. I think we'll just go to edge, so I don't have to put another business card in there. Where are my clippers? Right here. There we go. Put some screws on this side. This isn't the official bin of screws for this project. This is just kind of screws I have lying around at the moment because I've been opening up a long strike. I've been opening up a whole bunch of other blasters to kind of fiddle around with. They have all kinds of screw sizes in them. Side thrown on. Throw this long screw. I think the long shot screw. Yeah, it's right here. That. We're also going to try and sand the other side of the shell. We'll see how far I get with that because there's obviously things I need to get like a Dremel with. And my Dremel is dying, which is really sad. I tried to use it today and it's not happy. It needs to be replaced or fixed. I really just don't know how to fix a Dremel because I've never really worked with one for too long of a time. a tiny bead of hot glue on this Raider bit because I know it's going to be floppy. Trying to put that on. Alright, I will be right back. I'm going to get a bowl of water, and we'll get started on putting a little bead of hot glue on this and put some putty on here, so give me a minute. Alright, got my bowl of water here. Alright, let's get started on this. So this should be heated up by now. Yeah. Put some beads here. Nothing too special. Right now I'm using the edge of my table to kind of flatten the rail on the top. Make it look more cohesive in the end. Right. Should be dry. Should be dry. Alright, now comes the exciting part. I'm throwing some epoxy on here. Hey Matt, what's going on? How you doing tonight? Yeah, I'm trying to work on this mission here. I worked on the Modulus and Raptor Strike integration earlier. It just needed some lubrication apparently, and it's working better. A lot of hard bits in this putty. Glad to see a familiar face, Matt. All right. Cut this down real quick. We'll get started. on applying some epoxy putty. Alright. So everyone's kind of popping in and out. This is just kind of a chill stream here, just seeing what kind of progress I can put on this commission build. I'm not gonna be streaming for a long time because I don't really have the energy to stream for 3 hours or whatever. I don't think I can do that much for any project, especially waiting for putty to dry or whatever. Actually, we can use new tools. Yeah. What's going on, Neo Seeker? Glad you're doing alright lately. Really appreciate that, Matt. I've been really good lately. It's been really passionate about integration work and stuff. Feeling a whole lot better just in general. It did start snowing today, which is interesting. Wow, 5 people, that's a lot more than I thought would join here. Now they're actually getting some work that's being shown off screen. Unfortunately, I think that piece there is going to have to get some backing to it before we can do everything we can to it, so it doesn't just keep sinking in. Hey Jolt, what's going on? Finally found a place that the stream doesn't keep cutting out. How's it going, man? Yeah, hopefully the link in Vile server works, because I didn't really test it out and just kind of threw it in there. Good stuff. Did most of the filming for my next review. Hope to get the firing footage and internals breakdown done. Well, I really hope you get that done, and hopefully it's easy. I know breakdown videos are really hard to freaking do. Opening integrations and opening just any kind of blaster really is tedious, and it's really hard to justify opening something that takes like a couple of minutes to do, just to show like a couple of minutes of footage. And then just to put it right back together. I get my wisdom teeth out on Wednesday, so after I won't be filming for a few days. Yeah. I remember you talking about that, VCs and stuff, but really hope your wisdom teeth surgery goes smooth as can be, because I've gotten, I think I told you this, but I've gotten one tooth surgically removed, and it was not fun, and I can't imagine 4. This will definitely be easier than the last few. It's smaller and has less issues. The blaster, I assume you're talking about. There's a chunk of something. I don't know what's in this putty that's making it chunky. There's like bits of hardened putty in here. It's strange. Oh, no problem, Joel. Matt, you had 2 open, 2 on top. I think I had 1 on my bottom right removed. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. Unfortunately, I don't really remember it. Spoiler alert, good. I'm doing the Big Power electric pistol. Is it the off-brand looking Ultra 2 that you got there? I also find it awesome that you finally yeah, all 4 of them. I find it awesome that you finally got someone or a company to send you something. Finally. Yeah, the Ultra 2 thing. Yeah. Does it fire elite darts? I haven't really looked at it, or like, I guess 50 cal darts. Because I've seen pictures of it, and just like thumbnails for reviews. That's mostly how I learn what the new hip cool blasters are, I guess. Yep, shoots 7-shot 50 cal. That's interesting. I'll definitely have to take a look at that when you get your video up. Oh, Joel, I don't know if you saw, but I have some new picking tools. I just bought these at at Lowe's today, like a couple of minutes ago. For 20 bucks, it's not bad, to be honest. Oh, it's good to hear that it's not overly expensive, especially for something that's not trying to be the next X-Shot or whatever. Low performance, but you can rewire it into a monster. Yeah, got some new tools. They were like 20 bucks. They weren't too expensive, but they're all picks, and I really need picks to get certain things out. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that review. That's gonna be awesome. I've seen most of your Power Electric reviews. I've been meaning to watch a lot more. I'm just not really into off-brand blasters. Gosh, we've been streaming for 45 minutes now. Wow. Oh, I also got some microfiles because I needed them, and apparently I Christmas shopped for myself. Also, got a new hot glue gun. I figured you'd like that because the green one, it's dead. It keeps leaking hot glue out the pores. Definitely like where the integration is going. Appreciate that, Jill. I do too. The flat top is going to be interesting, and hopefully we're going to put a strong arm visor. I think you know about this, but we're going to put a strong arm slide over here. I gotta lower it more, but should look like that when we're done. It's not going to all be done, obviously, today. Oh, let me show you, Jill, what I bought. About these boys. They're long as hell. Because they were out of the regular sized ones, and I had to buy the super, super long ones. You dig it? I dig it too. Just hope the customer's awesome with it too. I added a Raider stock at the end, but they did not want that long boy hot glue. I mean, I won't question your fantasies with hot glue, but I'll definitely encourage them. So other than your review that you're putting together, Jolt, what else have you been working on? Oh, whoa. Woo. I forget that we're not in VC. Oh, God. Can't wait to see that. Right here. I have the same picks. Love them more than I should. Well, yeah, picks are pretty awesome. Uh, especially for, yeah, I'm gonna keep saying this, especially for what I do for integration stuff. Cool to know that you have the same picks. Do you have any recommendations or like complaints about them? Because I would like to know if you do. Been doing more darts. Yeah, kind of figured that you're doing more dart stuff. The handles on the picks are actually really nice. If I'm being honest, they're pretty comfy. That was also, of course. What's the paint job going to look like? It's going to be by customer request, red, black, and silver. Metallic red, black, and silver. I already have a kind of general whereabouts of where that would be. But, Jill, I know exactly what you're going to say, and don't say it. But yeah, hopefully it'll turn out nice, especially with the colder weather. Where I live, the cold weather's going to affect how the paint's going to lay down, but hopefully when I use vinyl dye for the first time, it'll be nice to me. Looks like we got this area. I'm not going to worry about this right now, some of this stuff. I'm going to change out my gloves, because these ones are kind of disgusting now. I'm going to try and carve out a voltmeter slot on the left side of the shell here. I just got to figure out where would be the best place. I was thinking either up here or maybe like back here on the Raven warning area of the shell, because that area is pretty dull, in my opinion, on the Raven. Also, if you're curious, most of this stuff was either broken or just shells, so don't worry, I didn't cut up anything that was good. Had mine for close to a year, no issues as of yet. I'm not super hard on them though. Yeah, I feel like with picks you wouldn't be too hard on them, they'd just be kind of used for detail work. It's good to hear that you had good experience with them, so I'm definitely confident in my purchase then. Maybe on the back end of that strong arm slide. Oh, the voltmeter, yeah. That might be interesting. I'll have to see about that. I also had that thought. Buy Dead Blasters is the best for that kind of projects. Exactly, Matt. I bought this long shot at a off Craigslist, and the thing was disgusting and sun-beaten, that it couldn't be used as a long shot if I put any kind of spring upgrade in it. The Strife had battery corrosion. The Raven had tons of damage. The Recon barrel was painted all black. That was not done by me. And the Raider was just a shell I had hanging around. Actually, Joel, if you might be interested, I went through my shell bin and I threw out an entire trash bag full of shells. I'm sure you're gonna be mad at me for it, but it was all damaged stuff and just little tiny bits that had no like interesting details on them. But yeah, like what Joel said, I might put the voltmeter on the back of this strong arm slide if it has enough room. It's just gonna be hard to do it here. Got a strong arm that has sun damage, so we'll do something with it with a Flip Fairy slide. I saw that on Discord. I meant to reply to it. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, I saw that on Discord, and it's really cool how the slides are cross-compatible. Because I prefer the Flip Fury slide because it's pretty big and meaty, unlike the strong arm slide, which is pretty thin. Yeah, Jill, I remember when you threw out a whole bunch of shells too. But the mountain has decreased, which is nice. I can actually look at the shelf behind the bin. Why are there just pieces of garbage in here? Fix it, Stick. I hope you're not cheaping out. It could be expired, I don't know. I don't even know how, if epoxy putty expires, but I really don't want to find out. I will say I have laid his integration in the back of disintegration back of my mind a year or two, but seeing you do it looks cleaner. Thank you. I really appreciate that, Neo. A person, I don't know if you're that person, because I don't know if what your YouTube handle looks like, or YouTube page looks like, but a person on Discord also has one of these, and it looks a lot better. And hopefully, we'll get something clean out of this. Strong arm slide is better when you file down the stupid sharp crevices, or shiverance? I don't know. These triangle things. I absolutely agree with that. These things are good, and I'm gonna shape them off when I apply them here. Hopefully this thing will have like a red dot sight in the middle. I have to see what kind of sights I have and what would fit the general aesthetic of this. Kind of like space auto rifle, which is what I'm kind of going for. Like a lot of my builds. Actually, all my builds are kind of based off of the idea of mass-produced space rifle. I also apologize for keep scooting this close to me. It's just easier to work on. But realize it's not entertaining for you guys. Well, considering I don't know that, I'm not that same person. Okay. Yeah, I just know that people have different names and compare their projects and stuff. But I think it's Trevis? I don't know what their name is. But again, I also really appreciate that comment. Hopefully when I'm done with it, whatever pictures or videos are made on it will help you. Don't know what I'll do to reinforce my shell. Yeah, the one problem with sun-faded blasters is they tend to shatter very easily, which is very unfortunate, and that's why I tend to use them here, because they're just decoration, they're not necessarily doing anything special. But I'm sure Jolt has a couple tricks for sun-faded blasters, but if he is still here to talk about that, but I'm not sure. I'm not gonna say that he knows everything. There's so much freaking junk in here. Is it a bad batch or something? My trick is trash bin. Yeah. I mean, that works too. I mean, to be honest, that does work also. I mean, if you if you really want to like restore it, I know retrobrighting is common. So if you want to look into getting that strong arm white again, or nicer blue. And yeah. Well, if I'd stop in and say hi. Hey, Grims, how's it going? Make a 25 round half length. I don't know about that one. Generally just advise keeping spring loads low as in lots of reinforcement, yeah. Don't try to cut it with a knife, yeah. Fortunately, Retrobrite won't fix the brittleness. Yeah, that's the one downside to Retrobrite. But, how's it going, Grims? I just saw you, pop in there. Didn't mean to brush over your introduction. How's it going, man? And don't worry about staying long. I don't take offense to it. Trust me. I'm just happy if anyone stops by to see this. I wonder if, because I know you can make metal plates and stuff, but I think metal all over the inside of something would just make it super unnecessarily heavy. But yeah, Brick Assault Productions, a 25 round drum, that would be hard because of the rotation mech, and I'd have to cut the entire drum in half and DevCon it together or something. And that might be really hard, especially with feeding issues. I'm on 2 streams right now. It's okay though, as I have dual monitored streams before. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I don't take offense to that, Crims. It doesn't bother me. Do what you want. I do have Fortnite SMG project still work on, well. I think I've seen that. I'm hot to watch your videos. Oh, okay, Break Assaults, I appreciate that. Thank you for stopping in, and your view is very much appreciated. Hawkeye has a video somewhere about getting rid of the yellowing. Yeah. Gotta make Grims a mod here so he can triple mod. I don't know how to give mod roles, so... You're safe for now, Grims. You're safe for now. Mark my words, for now. I mean, 2 streams including the one, yeah. Oh, including this one, so you're watching 3. Wouldn't mind being a mod here. I appreciate that, man. I wouldn't either. This way I think you just click someone's name in the chat. No, 2 total streams. Oh, okay, Grims. I mean, I'll try it. Jolt. I'm just wearing gloves right now. With epoxy gunk all over it. So I will do that in a second. Out of curiosity, Grims, who you watching? Other than this garbage stream. Remember, kids, always use protection. God damn it. See, this is why. This is why, Joel. I'm just gonna say that. This is why. God damn it. That link doesn't make it better. Oh, Jesus. Watching Jail Plane, otherwise known as J Nerf. Oh, okay. I'm his main mod. Awesome. He does Twitch. Didn't know he did Twitch. Also didn't know that he rebranded. And that you were his mod. That's interesting. So let me do that now so I don't forget. Let's see. Alright, Grims, you're now a moderator. One of the fresh hells is now. Hey, Iron Gopher, how's it going? This is what payment looks like. Man through Bobo Lobo, and a lot of old tubers who left the hobby and are friends with Bobo. Ah. Warm welcome, Gulfor. Welcome to the stream. I don't know why I'm talking like this. But Jolt, if you want a member or to be a mod, just beg for it, and I guess I'll give it to you. Right now, we're just throwing epoxy putty down on this guy. Sure. Alright, well, you asked for it. This looks fun. Commission? Yep, it's a commission build that hopefully I'm gonna have to get done before Christmas. Commissioner really likes the project thus far. I would also have to agree. Very worth it for. Thank you, Grims. Also, yeah, the commissioner is a friend of Grimm's. I don't know why I said was. It still is. And recommended me at PhoneCon, which is awesome. Really appreciate that, Grimm's. Do I need to beg, and how illegal is it kind of begging? Well, Joel, you already have it, so... we're gonna draw the line there. Remember, Joel, this is the public we're in. Not VCs where you can be as immature as you'd like, I suppose. I survived going to jail this time. Oh god. I'm not even gonna question why you said this time. It's such a normal thing for you to say, honestly. I'm just gonna let it go. Let's see, long shot, strife, Raven, recon, and whatever the blue bit is. It's a raider and a strong arm slide, which is gonna go here. So you're right, Gopher. I like the fact this is just a thing where I convince my friends to share the wealth with other friends. I get people to buy from Sci-Fi, buy from Grimm, and buy everyone's merch. It is fun. I agree, Grimm's is completely awesome. Thanks for... Dang nabbit, this is being a child again. But yeah, I used the Raider from the eBay lot, actually, that got the Titan and whatever. Now shill for me. Is that the price we must pay, Jill? So that whenever you're nice to someone, you must be shilled for? Joking. Yeah, the main end goal for this thing is to kind of just get a Straven here that's pretty sci-fi looking. See, this is why I needed picks, because I wouldn't have been able to do this shit without my picks. Soon. I need to take your shirt photos eventually. Yeah, Grims, I really do also appreciate the photo shoot you did with my shirts there. I need to ask you if it's okay to use your photos there on my website when I eventually put that into the channel here. The old bum way of Straven's bad looking. Yeah, especially with the cut here. And just kind of... Oh, actually, I have an example. This way of a Straven is not good. The way that this is cut is absolutely awful. Also, I'm behind on chat. I apologize. I think this is doing a good job of fulfilling the stated goal. Thank you, Iron. Gopher. It's much more than okay. Any photo shoots I take of other people's merch can be used in their respective marketing. Well, I appreciate that, Grims. It's good to know. Not good for 1,000 reasons. Exactly. Silver Fox apparently is going to start paying me for photos. I take their shirts. I mainly just enjoy doing it for free, though. I never expect payment for that stuff. I appreciate the sentiment. Grims, I would do the same thing, because I don't really like taking money from other people. At least them being stinger used. Yeah. Yes, gutting a stinger is bad. Yeah, that was not my doing. Cole's one, on the other hand, is better to kill. Yeah, the Raven Fire is better to kill because it's all white. It's super easy to paint because it's just white and it has no paint on it. Well, so yeah, I agree with Jolt there. Congratulations, Grims. It's really awesome that you landed a place in Silverflex Industries. You deserve to be better known out there. Get your name out there. Let the world be known of Grims. Speaking of them, Band Blasters made a cage for them. Oh, the Raven? Grimmir's significantly making Stravens actually look good. Hey. No. I mean, this is just a basic looking thing. But yeah, I didn't know that Band Blasters made a Raven cage. I'll have to check that out. I do plan on making an Auto Raven. I've been wanting to make an Auto Raven. I've just never found the gearbox and 3D printed inserts to do that. So every time I've looked, given up, and then made a Straven. That's how I've ended up with like 4 Stravens. This being my 5th. Got the AUG Raven, funny enough, from Shop Goodwill. Oh, awesome! Have you tried wetting your putty for the bodywork? Makes it... This is a bowl of water, Gopher, and I've been doing that before stream. I actually talked about it just a little bit. I took that that hot tip from you, I believe, from someone. So I firmly believe that Grim makes the best Ravens. Well, I appreciate that, Grim. Bella is licensed to be the Indurain. I don't know how to say that word. Auto Raven parts. Oh, okay. Oh, good stuff. Yeah, I did that on the other side here with the wetting with my finger to get this angle here. And I did that here as well. Alright, well that's all slapped on. We'll take the X-Acto knife and kind of carve away at some of this stuff so we don't have to sand as much. Some oil, like coconut oil, could help. Could help for molding putty. I don't know if they would cause adhesion issues. Oh, nice. Great. I don't know, just I know it works on the green stuff. Okay. I think I have an idea what you're talking about. Hopefully that's not really insulting. Just haven't heard of the green stuff. If it's an epoxy putty brand or whatever. Well, Jolt, God damn it, I will do whatever I want, and if it's cutting to myself, then I shall. Trust me, I have several cut marks on my fingers. I'm a trained master at improperly using tools. Although I don't condone it, it just kind of happens. Alright, well I guess, well this is drying for now. Guess I'll show you on something else. Alright, just don't blame me when you're in the urgent care getting stitches. I've only had to get stitches once, and it was above my eye. Green stuff is a type of putty that's used in hobbies including miniatures. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. I know Jolt has seen this, and I think people at FWI have, but this... Your eye. Above my eye. I got hit in the face. But, this is happening. Mine was my thumb. Alright, you guys, just a quick pop for me. Well, have a good night, have fun. Have a good night, Gopher. I really appreciate you coming in here and, spreading your wisdom. See you later, good Gopher. Have a good rest of your night, man. Yeah. So this is a Thermal Hunter and a Long Strike integration. I actually threw some putty on it earlier. And I finished putting up... I guess I can open this now. Finished putting in the internal brackets where they roughly go. For making a flywheel, stock internals... or what? The Thermal Hunter or the Strife? You followed the dyno guide, didn't you? Yeah. He made a really cool integration about this, and I've been wanting to make one ever since I saw that video. Thermal Hunter. It's going to be a Springer. It's going to be a big challenge because I haven't done a Springer integration. I got this all done this morning, actually, when I woke up. I did most of the putty work last night, so I guess it's dry. But, gotta do the putty work on this side. This is all roughed out. I have to redo the catch. So, yeah, that should be interesting. I know Vile's gonna send me a Thermal Hunter, but this was kind of the piece using the crappiest Long Strike I have to kind of do that. And, hopefully the next one will be better. I have to get a sandblaster and blast off all this freaking paint that's on here. Because that is rough, and it's thick too. It's super thick. It's like Shifty's ass levels of thick. Like, goddamn. Wish the Thermal Hunter and its blue variant were still around. Yeah, I missed the Thermal Hunter being in stores, sadly. I got this one off of Mirakai for like $8. It was a little bit broken, but the part that's broken off isn't really necessary for what I'm doing, so it was all cool. Also, this is the thumbnail for the video, and I want to talk a bit about what's going to happen next. Maybe Mongoose Jake might bug Busby for us. Yeah, hopefully, because I want more Thermal Hunters. So I found a modulus shell in my bin. I completely forgot about this modulus. I have no idea what I did with it, but apparently the stock got cut off. And we're going to be making this guy. basically this with a Raptor Strike, or a Alpha Hawk stock, and kind of silhouette. So I might do some cutting on this tonight, I'm not sure. This one pretty is modulus according to TMR. Yeah, I really like how that came out, and hopefully people also will, because I've had lots of people tell me it's my greatest work, and it was literally 10 days of work and it was practice. I just find that funny. But it's not going to be Mr. Nathan's Barracuda, because I'm not going to include the front bit off of the Alpha Hawk. I'm just going to be doing the stock like this, basically making another marksman rifle. So yeah. We'll see where that goes. No guarantees are set in stone pieces yet, because I have a lot of other work to be doing. Especially that right now. I want to get that done before I start any huge integrations. But yeah. This freaking glossy black shows all my fingerprints. But this got fixed. Now it fires. Before it got stuck, I had to remove the hot glue and change out the trigger. So yeah, be prepared to see a video about this on the channel in the future. Alright. Thank you, Mr. Kabumble of words. Hey Zian, what's going on? I recognize you. Still need to move my bum to do things. Well, Matt, a little bit of self-deprecation can get you there. Is me, Scott. Oh, hello, Scott. Appreciate the comment there. Alright, so what else could I do for now? I guess I could sand a bit of this. So I'm contemplating keeping the Raven, Strife, and Longshot logos. But I'm not sure, because this isn't going to be like a Straven or anything, so I don't really need the Raven or the Strife logos. I've isolated the putty as much as I could away from the logo, so I don't actually accidentally sand them off. I'm just not sure what I could do for this. Not kill him? Maybe. I'll have to ask the commissioner what he wants, because I can't really do too much work to this without his approval, because I feel like that'd be cheating him out of his money. So let me get some 80 grit sandpaper. Get started on hacking this guy. Ugh, freaking epoxy dust in my lungs. I feel like that's the one thing that's gonna bite me when I get older, is I'm gonna have problems with my lungs. So, what's everyone working on in chat here? I want to, really curious. What's on the workbench tonight? I always love knowing what other people are working on, because then I can steal ideas. And, also cheer them on, because, I like encouraging people on their cool things that they're making. Not much right now? Yeah, you're still trying to do your video there. Hopefully this isn't hindering it. If you jolt, not much, just some gaming. Matt, I completely respect that. The last time I played my Xbox was probably like 3 months ago. I've been meaning to play more games, but I just don't have the time or the kind of like yearning to do it. I can't even film firing footage today if I wanted to. Oh, that's unfortunate. It is kind of late out right now, so. How come you can't film your firing footage? Parents moving stuff in the next room. They need to stack boxes in my shooting area for now. Oh, okay. Hopefully they'll move their shit tomorrow. Yeah. That's the one problem with being a basement dweller, is sometimes people gotta go in your space. That's technically their space, but you know. Apologies if people don't like the sound of sanding. I don't know if it's been muffled in the audio here, but hopefully it's not too terrible on the ears. It's why I'm glad I don't record at home. On the other hand, I don't record at home, meaning my recording time is limited. Yeah. I kind of get that, Grims. Because I know you film at, I believe, someone else's house? Or you film somewhere else? I'm not sure. I saw that review that you put up, Grims. Or, was it a review? Ugh, damn it. I feel like such a bad person. What was that video you uploaded? It's gonna drive me crazy if I don't remember. How much does making a custom blaster usually cost? Now, the thing that factors in cost, if you're talking about integration work, it all depends. It depends on how crazy you're gonna get with it, where you get your shells. It was a review? Okay. I remember the review then. I did comment on it. I remember it. Depends on where you get your blasters, what blasters they are, how desirable they are, and how much you got them. That's why I go for broken things, because not many people want broken blasters, and there's a pretty niche market for integration junkies. Um, then you go into epoxy putty. One of these fix-it stick Oakley tubes, which I recommend, they're the easiest to work with, is $7. And so far, I've bought 2 tubes, I believe, for this. So that's $14 for the putty work. And for hot glue and stuff, hot glue sticks are pretty cheap. And if you're doing a Springer, then you're going to have either a plethora of like machined parts or half dart parts or whatever you're doing, springs and whatever. With flywheelers, it gets pretty expensive. $50 just for a cage, wheels, motors, switches, wiring, you know, the whole 9 yards. If you want LEDs, that's going to be more. If you want voltmeter, that's going to be more. It all kind of depends on what features you're going for and what you want your end product to be. Paint can be very cheap or very expensive. I recommend going in the middle of that because the paint I use is Rust-Oleum, just any purpose colors because, and labor. I mean, labor is also multiplied by, I kind of forget the food and energy used and consume, and labor. Yeah, this does kind of feed me in some kind of ways. But I'm not obviously living on my own, so I kind of have that covered at the moment. This is just kind of helping me with my hobbies. All the money that I get from hobbies goes directly back into my hobby, or helps other people. I record at the friend's house. We build the arena in. It is out of town, but not too far. He just happens to have a clean house, long yard, and studio lights. I guess he enjoys helping me make videos. It's like a pseudo Thunderdome but cleaner. I remember seeing your video about that there. Have you lived in a dorm? I am not out of high school yet. I'm in my senior year, but I have not lived in a dorm, and I'm not planning on going to college, so I'm not going to plan on living in a dorm either. Trust me, I have my reasons for not going to college. If I lived in a dorm, we could have ourselves a good old Drek dorm days. College is overrated. Yeah. That's kind of my point of view. Likewise, fuck college. I plan on a future of debt. Yeah, I really hope that college works out for you, man. It's really expensive way to get a useless piece of paper for most people anyway. Last time I was in a dorm, I was not supposed to be there, so I wouldn't go into more detail on YouTube. Completely fair, man. Don't have to explain anything you don't want to. Sneak into the class on campus, get some free learning. Some jobs aren't worth a diploma. Yeah, the job work that I'm going into, it does not require a graduated or a college graduate diploma. It requires safety courses and trade work, which is what I'm going to be going into, and that's what I would like to do for a little bit of my life at least. Working on projects in the dorm was not fun, especially when they're not really interested, so it's just awkward. Yeah, that's the thing. Roommates would really freak me out, especially assigned roommates, people I don't really know. Living with someone I don't know is really scary to me, and I'm very I'm very keen on making sure that all my things are where I touch them last, or where they are last. Put them last. That's the right word, not touch them. That just sounds weird. But I really like to keep all my stuff where it is. I don't like the idea of people touching with my cool stuff. Last set functions with an industrial rubber band. Working on projects in the dorm is not fun. Oh, I just read that. Always wondered if that could work. That could work. I mean, there are band blasters that you can make. It definitely has the tension. I'm sure Jolt would have some education in something like that, because it sounds right up his alley. So Jolt, if you want to explain the science of rubber band blasters, then here's your opportunity. It could definitely work. Yeah. Did make a crossbow, so yeah. Just get an Epser and use the rubber band instead of an elastic. Yeah. While replacing a flywheel. Thoughts on Sillybutt's AEG? I haven't seen too much of it. I'm not too into new stuff. I'm very weird like that. I tend to stay in my own bubble when it comes to the hobby. But I think I've seen pictures of it, so I don't really have a formed opinion right now. Michael. Torque would be insane. Silvex makes a cool lever action, so yeah, I've seen that. Have you seen the Game Face Tryon? I believe I saw it at PhoneCon, if it's the one I'm thinking of. They were cool looking. I just don't have any set stone opinion on them, because I just really looked at them. I didn't necessarily pick them up or watch any reviews if there are reviews out there. At the Prime? Awesome. The Tryon is actually a pretty cool name for a blaster. I wish they didn't use that so I could steal that. So, hope someone makes a half-dart drum. There actually has been a half-dart drum been made, Brick Assault. It's a, it's like this. It looks like the Beats by Dr. Dre logo. It requires a Foam Blast, return spring for a drum. Dart Zone Adventure Force brand. Yeah. I mean, right now they've only made, straight mags. So maybe they'll look into making drums, which would be definitely interesting to see them do. Yeah, Easy Nerfworks has one. They could for cylinders at least, yeah. Like I said earlier, I was planning on getting a Mythic, actually, because I've been interested in getting one. So that might happen. We'll see. They're $70 right now at Target, at least in my local Target. There are 70, which isn't bad from the 80, but we'll definitely see. I looked at a picture of a 40 Craft Dart drum. That's a lot of capacity for, especially for a 40 for a drum for half darts. Sounds like a huge waste of cash, though, to be honest, but for you, there is integration potential. Yeah. They're really cool looking. I want to do something with the shells eventually, if I find one thrifting. But that $70 was definitely tempting. Yeah, Hasbro is spreading their brand too thin. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really followed too much modern Hasbro because I don't really want to support modern Hasbro. I'd rather support people on eBay selling their used stripes and whatnot, and support a brand that I don't really agree with all their practices. Especially when it comes to toy manufacturing and poor quality control. What's up, my dudes? Hey, Bots and Blasters, what's going on? It's nice to see you here. Shop Goodwill is better, I think, for pricing. Yeah, I just want to throw a micro flywheel cage setup and Nightingale mags on the grip. That would be awesome. I remember thinking the exact same thing about, like, making it mag-fed. Not much, just dropping by while I upload a new vid. Awesome. I saw your new thrifting video, the lost tapes. That was really awesome. Also, I hope this isn't offensive, but when I saw the in-person bit there, you do not look how I imagine you would. That's nothing bad. I know that sounds terrible. You look very nice. I shouldn't expect you to look the way you do. But it's awesome that you decided to stop by while you're uploading a new video. Really excited to see what that is. It's cool. Alright, awesome. Want to spill the beans on what that new video is? Because that's definitely interesting. I have 510 metalhead from back in the day. I mean, I can respect that fully. No shame in that. Alright, now I'm solo moderating, just moderating the stream now with Jolt. Left the other one. Well, it's good to see that you're full-time now, Grims. Review of the new big power blasters. Interesting. I've seen you and Jolt be getting are getting the power electric blasters, which is really awesome that they're reaching out to smaller new Nerf tubers. Not to say I'm a big Nerf tuber, I'm just kind of referring to, like, as we're sending out blasters to people with 100,000+ subscribers, that a company is doing that. People that have less subscribers than I feel that they should have, because you guys make some really awesome, high-quality content. I need to have a subscription box, or a sub box, and I need to recommend some more channels. Have people bought your custom blasters? Have people bought your custom blasters? Yes. It's called commission work, or I just make something and sell it. The rapid fire, how did I get rapid fire? The Strife, Stampede, Firefly, and Chrono Barrel and Buzzsaw integration. That was a commission, and that got shipped actually this last Monday when I came home from school, or actually last Friday. Grimm's here is planning to buy something off me. I'm not going to say more because I don't know how much he wants that to be known. I've sold some work. I haven't sold every piece of work, and some of it I just decided to keep or abandon some of the projects. And I'm fine that people aren't really buying all my projects, because if I'm being honest, sometimes I change my mind, or it's better not to just have them be in circulation for them to be broken because I made it poorly at the time. But yeah, my work's out there. I know that Jolt has some of my work. He has a 4-Vic that I made. Yeah. Small but quality. Best type of channels. Exactly. I can really appreciate smaller YouTube channels having such high quality production with what tools I assume they have. I've been trying to up my ante on seeing how I can improve the channel, but it's just been kind of hard lately. Are you working your bum off and improving over time? Or you are. I appreciate that. I appreciate that people are noticing that I've been improving. Looking back on my first video, I've definitely improved. Keep up integrating, brother. It's a dying art, sadly. I love 3D printing, but I feel it hurt the integration scene. Love that 4-Vic. I appreciate that, Jolt. Yeah, me and... Alright, scene a bit Grims. Me and Prickly's Nerfworks, or Nerf Mods, we had a conversation about that. About how 3D printing is killing integration work, because if I really wanted to, I could take this and 3D print the entire thing and be done with it in like a week or so. But I'd much rather take blasters that are broken, damaged, painted terribly, or whatever, and slap it all together and put actual cool parts in, rather than 3D printing it just for it to be spat out into the market and then anybody can get this, when this is one of a kind. Not everyone will have the exact same cut marks, the exact same amount of sanding on one particular part. This is currently one of a kind, and that makes integration work so much easier, or a lot more awesome in my opinion. That's why I love 3D print, or why I love integrations. I'm not gonna crap on 3D printing, because 3D printing is definitely something out of my reach at the moment, but it is also impressive. I just feel that more people should be into integrations. But with less people into integrations, it kind of makes me stand out. But not thinking of myself, it would be awesome to see more people do it. And that's why I kind of made the channel, if I'm being honest, because I want to inspire people. And part of inspiring people is to put out my work and hopefully make them want to do what I did. You're right, bots. Same with going to the hardware store for parts. Also, 3D printed tends to look like real steel. Yeah. See you later, Matt. Hopefully you'll get what you need at the hardware store there. But yeah. It's really sad that integration work is dying out, but I can kind of see why. The mainstream isn't really, for at least our hobby, it's not really integration work, it's more 3D printing. And we have, no doubt, highly talented people and in 3D printing. It's not an easy thing to do. I can really appreciate it, but I just want more people to do integration work. Actually, I had someone looking for integration work in my local Nerf group. If you didn't mind, I'll shoot you their channel to them. Yeah. I can actually type in an email address, or if you know my Discord, if they have Discord, they can contact me through there if they're still interested in commission work. And if you also wanted to, you can uh, drop their channel here. No, I was talking about you can still go there for parts. Oh yeah, you can. Absolutely go to the hardware store and get parts. The biggest thing that killed like RM2 motors, which are fine to kill, was aftermarket companies making their own parts. Going to Ace Hardware and getting the spring that fits your blaster is also kind of dying, but at the same time, it's still alive because people like Jolt and a lot of other people tend to just make things out of garbage and make better garbage. Okay, sure, we can always talk it out the off stream. Yeah, shoot me a DM if they have a Discord, on Discord preferably, and we'll talk further. I am very much interested in commission work. I have currently this commission and a long shot in Centurion integration, so I am very open. My book is very open for commission work. So out of an impulse decision, I'm going to sand off the Strife logo. Actually, let's take a razor blade. Kind of cut this off. I'll keep classic Springer modding alive if it's the only fucking thing I ever contributed with this hobby. See Jolt, this is why we need you. One second, just gonna check some things. Oh, thank you, Jolt, for putting the stream in the announcements. I really appreciate that. I have like 2 integration builds I have in mind, just gathering cradle marker barrels. Still fun to use. I agree. I have like 2 integration builds I have in mind, just gathering blasters while trying to find time to start. Help if the Dremel didn't die last second. Well, yeah, my Dremel has kicked the dust recently. I need to order a new one. Nerf blasters, like 5 years about before, more looked like actual guns than ones now. Just joined. What's up, Ben? How's it going? Yeah, the older blasters tend to look more like realistic blasters if you're going for that aesthetic. Especially things like the long shot, or like the Strife and stuff you can make look easily like real firearms. Cradle marker barrels, talked about that recently. People looked at me like I'm crazy. Yeah, that's the thing about new fish in the hobby, that the old ways of modding, if you start talking about like Stefan darts and angel breaches, they'll their head will unscrew. What's up, Grims? I know Grims here knows stuff about like Forsaken Angel or Rogue. That would definitely confuse people that are newer to the hobby. I've been in the hobby since Drek made videos from the shoulders down, Yeah, I've been in the hobby for about 7 or so years. We're coming close to 8, actually. Next year will be my 8th anniversary in the hobby. I mean, yeah, didn't help with the worker releasing cosmetic kits for firearm lookalikes. Glue domes. Oh my god, Zine. Glue domes. Putting BBs in the back end of streamlined darts. Oh god, I'm so happy that Age is dead. Yeah, Neo, the worker kits aren't really my favorite either. I hope Nerf makes a Nerf line which is competition based. They used to. They have. They had the Dart Tag line, which is competition based, and I believe the Rival line was also competition based. Yep, I joined the hobby right in between the end of the old guard and the start of everything we know today. Me and Grim joined almost the same time. Yeah, because we're basically the same person. Yeah, I'm talking on my alt account right now. That's why I made my alt the That's why I made Nerfworks the alt. Or the mod, rather. Gotta go. Alright, see you later, Ben. No problem. Have a good rest of your night, and don't let your problems be teeny ones. Dart Tag is a name Hasbro didn't talk about. Yeah, doesn't talk about. It needs to be revisited, honestly. Clearly we are the same person. Clearly. I mean, there's too many similarities where it's uncanny. Grimm's is sentiment AI nerfer. They're doing Dart Ball now. Oh yeah, I remember Dart Ball. 2014, 2015 year. It looks like me and Zine joined around the same time. I'm happy to own 5 long shots. Ah. The only 2 long shots I have right now that work are recent pickups, which is a blue long shot and a zombie strike long shot. I've had several other long shots that have been murdered. Yeah, Zine, that is... Whew. Just to think that... There's so many people that join the same time that we just don't know each other until now, which is funny yet interesting. Would killing the modern longshot be a Tabo? So, if it's the elite longshot, I wouldn't murder it because they're kind of rare. If it's like the zombie strike ones, then I would say go for it because there's a lot of them in circulation. Long shots only exist nowadays to get murdered. Well, people also like to build, example, souped up long shots. My long shot needs to have some to it. And yeah, people also like to put stripes in them. Same with Ravens and stripes. Yeah, I mean, stripes and Ravens are used mainly for this purpose right here, or being made into their own projects. Which it's nice not to see 1,000 Stravens anymore, like how it was back then. Happen on a Crimson Longshot. Also an elite one. I am very jealous of that. I've been looking for a Crimson Longshot for the longest time, and no luck. Also, I'm not paying the $300 for one. So I'm very jealous and very impressed. Yeah, but even longshot modding like that, bro, that's old school in a world of Nexus Pros. Exactly. 200 FPS. I mean, I'd rather prefer to strip apart a longshot than to buy, like, let's say a Caliburn and or a Nexus. I could spend $50 and get 150 FPS out of the box, or I can go to the thrift store, buy a longshot, buy parts from China, and then, you know, make it from the ground up and have something that's a lot more personal. I'll just print a long shot, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem with 3D printing is that you can literally make anything, but it's also the beauty of it. 3D printed shells are today's thing. Yeah, that's the sad reality. Well, for me anyways. It was cool when I first saw it, but 3D printed blasters give me negative ASMR when I held them when I've held them before. Hence why I don't own any 3D printed blasters. I could sand it down, but I just don't have the money to buy a 3D printed blaster, and I'd rather make a blaster. That part kind of, this hobby scares me because Moron's doing the boom boom ones. Yeah, I had to think about what you said for a second, but yeah, making realistic blasters is not a very good idea, in my opinion. Especially things like the Firefly that look like a shotgun. I used to own a Caliburn, and it wasn't fun. It was too gritty for me, maybe a bad print quality, so I sold it off. That is completely fair. I just don't really... I hate the feel of them, and hence why I don't have, like I just said, I don't have any 3D printed blasters. The biggest 3D printed part I own is a Longshot pump grip, and that's fine because it's a worker product. Is injected molded blasters more durable than 3D printed blasters? Absolutely. 3D printed is layers being printed on, and it's very easy to snap those layers in half. But injection molded is basically one solid piece of plastic that has been cooled or heated and then molded then cooled. So it's a lot more sturdy than 3D printed blasters. Sun damage will melt the crud out of it, exactly. My friend brought a Firefly to build and he used the wrong glue and threw it away. That's tragic. That happens a lot down here in Texas. I'm pretty lucky up here up north in the New York region. I don't have to deal with super hot days. I also don't want to risk leaving my blaster in like a hot trunk just for it to become a glob of 3D printed waste. My Nexus Pro melted in Ohio weather. How the hell does that happen? Was Ohio on fire? The only relatives out of my home state are down in Florida. Always in Ohio. Can't have shit in Ohio. But the only family I have out of my hometown is in Florida. And that place is... If you know anything about Florida, then... Ooh. That's where everything happens. That's so swag here in Ohio. Yeah.
You know, it'd be cool living in a neighborhood with kids who also like to play with Nerf.
Yeah, that's been the dream, to live with. I mean, my dream has been to live around my online friends, or live at least, an hour away from them, as opposed to states away from them. But if you have any clubs near you, it's definitely worth at least going to them once and seeing if you can form any friendships there.
Well, when I was a kid, my neighborhood was just that. That's awesome. In my experience, more people Nerf than you know. Just no one knows others that do it or realize it's a hobby.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that just do like dorm room plinking or what have you that could be interested in joining the hobby or what have you.
I wish we lived closer too. Yeah.
Some do it for office battles. Yeah, I've seen the Great Office War. But yeah, the Hera that I gave Jolt, my dad actually brought to work one day and shot his employees or his co-workers with. Forgot about that.
Consider trying to start a group where I'm out. Consider trying to start.
Yeah, I've also considered trying to start a group, but the main problem with that is how I really just want privacy. Also, I feel like my privacy would be at risk if I did it where I am.
Might bring one for my work. Well, sales rep wants to start this. We used to have Nerf wars in my local high school back in the day. Secret shots, jolts, and reflex. Something you could clip into a backpack and plink during lunchtime.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that when we were talking about in the Lost Tapes video. You found a reflex, and you were talking about how the reflex is one of your favorite blasters, and that was the reason why, or that was at least one of the reasons why. And I found that really awesome. Now, see, if you really wanted to improve your assassination skills, you can look up this great website called WikiHow and look up how to be a Nerf assassin.
Speaking of secret shots, I still have my new inbox that I bought at Goodwill for 50 cents. That's an awesome deal for a new inbox secret shot. Is it one of the yellow ones or is it one of the transparent ones? Yellow? Ah. Speaking of secret shots, I still have... Oh, I just read that.
The yellow one, that's pretty awesome. Especially for 50 cents, that's a pretty awesome deal. One of the very new inbox things I got was a Flash Blast and 2 marshmallow shooters for $3. That was the most recent find, actually. Alright, we're gonna stream for about a couple, maybe 20 more minutes or so.
Sand it good. What's up, Lyle? What's going on?
I knew you'd join eventually, you bastard.
Gonna bounce my dudes, gonna shower, and then hit the gym. Well, you have a good time, bots. Get them gains. Been lurking for a bit. Was on the phone for a bit, then grabbed dinner.
All good, Vile. All good. Curious what you had for dinner. What does the great Vile have for dinner? Jolt, the way you said that reminded me of The Room. Oh, hi, Vile. Mac and cheese, my man. My man. Teacup. Oh my god, no. No.
Has anyone got jumped at your high school?
I don't know. Teacup should be home late Tuesday. Awesome. It's awesome to hear that she's going to be coming home Tuesday. I saw that she typed in the server. She must have had some kind of internet access where she was. And that is awesome that you're going to be seeing her Tuesday. Fingers crossed that they're not going to pull her from some stupid reason. I remember when Yo Mama jokes were a thing. Yeah, me too. Trust me.
Yeah, she's back on land, still has cell service. That's awesome.
I hope it's gonna be like a Hallmark movie where you guys just run at each other through some flower fields, arm embraced. Do you know trigonometry? No. The highest level of math education I have is, I believe, finance. Do a military thing, Vile? Vile's Teacup is in the military. I believe she is in the Navy. Yeah, Teacup's military, yeah. Don't exactly know what field of military she's in. Yeah, she's in the military? Okay. Guess I should probably start showing this fucking thing on screen. I apologize about that. I just kind of get in the zone and I have to pull this in really close because I'm a big sweaty nerd. Oh, Vile, I didn't know if you saw this. Well, I finally bought myself some microfiles and some pics. I don't know if you were lurking here to see that. But I treated myself to some new tools. Amazing, aren't they? Dude, they're a life changer. This little file is the thing I needed because I was sick of working with this huge file that took off way more material than I needed it to. And the pics are amazing. It was actually your stream that encouraged me to get new tools because you were talking about, yeah, it makes a massive difference. Yeah, you're talking about 3D printers and stuff, about how like getting the best tools now and stuff like that. I was just like, I need to get files. So I ran out to Lowe's today and got some files and stuff. I'm actually going to use the big boy file for this. Just have to keep a wire brush around to clean them when you're golden. Yep, I got a wire brush right here that I found in my garage. So we are golden. I just gotta hope that I don't freaking break them. Also hitting the camera a lot, I apologize about that. They're also great to make sharp lines or cut marks. Makes if you want to try out weathering. I did think about that. That is a really good idea, actually. Yeah, if you put too much force on thin plates, then you can snap them. Yeah, especially with epoxy putty and how thin I tend to get them. Or the files. Snapping files. Yeah, that would be bad. I don't apply too much pressure when I use this because I have worked with thinner files before and I've definitely broken some before. Wait, you did the modulus build without small flies. The integration zine? Not sure what you're talking about. Oh yeah, I was the man behind that, I guess. It's funny when your builds are more famous than you are. Just joking. But yeah, it's right here. I plan to make a video about it. It has a name now. So yeah. It's funny how a test piece that was designed to just be practice for this is one of my most known builds at the moment. The triangle file is awesome if you want to make a large scratch mark on corners and edges. That's how I did it for the Chronos project I'm working on. One of your 1,000 Chronos projects. Just joking. The I do have a triangular file, I believe, in here. Oh yeah, right here. So yeah, that's interesting. I'll definitely remember that. Yes. You know what it is. I'm just gonna. I did name it after the album Grimm's. I was jamming out to the album while I was doing the detailing, so I thought it was fitting. Cursed it then. Eh. Music is music, in my opinion. Talk about naming something before a battle. Oh. Yeah, I don't really believe in that phenomenon. But you can believe whatever you would like to believe. I want to name any sidearm I paint after albums, like, so I appreciate the naming scheme used. Yeah. By the way, I learned a lot about filing techniques from Gopher. Of course. Freaking Gopher and his magical filing ways. I bet he's great at his taxes. I mean, who else would you get filing advice from? Seriously. Gopher was actually here earlier. I don't know if you were lurking at the time he was here. Yeah, that curse thing is pretty dumb. Well, I wouldn't downplay yourself. I mean, it's all up to personal preference and stuff. So don't feel bad about it. I'm not here to shame anyone. To be honest, I had an idea I'd work, but he just confirmed it for me. Was similar to stuff I did in the metalworking. Oh, about filing, that kind of stuff? Yeah. I've also had the idea of, like, nicking shells in certain places with actual, like, tools. That's why I get beat up blasters, because they tend to already have nicks in them. I've already decided the name of my signature build. The joke is, name works if it's a massive success or a failure, because either way, someone's gonna have to be named Meltdown. I like that. I wonder if the paint job would be kind of fire and ice themed, to kind of give it like ice meltdown and emotional meltdown. I am on board with that. That's awesome, Zine.
Let's go for get yourself an art rock and use those authentic weathering parks.
Get the one grit, and one grit you blast it. I can't do an Australian accent.
Nuclear energy weapons themed Tier 0 regulator.
Ooh, I've always wanted to modify a regulator. I just never bothered to open one up and properly modify one. It's on the list for sure, but I want to try and integrate one first and then modify it. Oh, Vile, I saw you put, you posted about the Firefly you were working on and the 3D printed inserts. How'd that go with all the things you had to print? Because I know you were 3D modeling that stuff on stream. I think I missed that part of the stream, unfortunately. Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on, Rogue? You cut up a raven, you heretic. How's it going, man? Great to see you. See what you're doing there. What are you talking about, Jolt? I don't know what you're talking about. Man, I should have just titled this into the sanding stream. Because that's all we're doing right now. I would have done like actual modding. That would be interesting, but I just don't really have anything to mod, and I have to work on this anyway. That's my filing streams, yeah. This live stream seems kind of abrasive. You can't just put on fire dad jokes like that, alright? That's not how we operate here. We have to at least give you a warning. Alright. It's looking pretty good. Probably don't need this water anymore. I'm terrified of spilling it. Aye, but dad jokes are the best. Just like your integration. Hey. I appreciate that, man. You know your integration's going good when you don't feel your thumb anymore. Surprisingly, this is the first time I've integrated a recon barrel this far into a long shot. I've typically hot glued them on and just kind of left them there, but for the first time I'm actually putting work in to make it look nice. It looks good. I always liked how your integrations came out as bulky while still looking clean. Yeah, the main idea, I always keep saying this, I apologize for people that have heard it 1,000th time. I always try and make my builds look battle rifle, like space mass-produced kind of look, where it's it looks like it was manufactured by a company, but also like it was personally used by a soldier or what have you. Typically like a rebellion type character, and kind of passed down to this kind of state and it being worn down. I really want to eventually just completely like make a space themed blaster, like a space rifle themed, where it's integration, but it's completely full of battle chips and scars and painted to look like a military rifle that's been beaten to shit. Okay, I'll eat you out. I mean, I'll hear you out, Vile. What's cooking in the brain of Vile Mods over there? The gap between the Raven brace and the Strife grip. What if you make like a forward hook? Like that? Maybe like a forward hook. So this piece here, or this difference here. Imagine a hook that goes under the grip and points slightly forward. So like having a tough time imagining that. It points slightly forward. So like down here, like extending this kind of triangle. Or are you talking about like the end of the grip here to the back end of the Strife grip? DM's on Discord. Okay. Let me check Discord. A pinky finger? Just a nice little... a classy blaster. Alright, well, I'll pull up DMs on my computer real quick.
Oh, okay, yeah. Vile, I see now. Okay. So,
Like a hook down here. Okay. Let me see what grips I have. That would be a good hook.
you'd want the hook to produce past the grip.
Yeah, protrude past the grip. So I have this. This isn't the Raven handle. This is from a different one. But I have this part of a Raven grip. Well, that's how I swear. So I have this part from an old Straven build, but it's not really the hook I'm looking for. I don't really have anything with this kind of line design. That Nanofire, whatever the blaster you have, it has that hook, that really aggressive hook down here. That would be needed. I'll have to look in my shell bin and see what I can come up with. I recently did clean out my shell bin and threw out a whole bunch of shells. Because I know the Strife and the Rapid Strike and the Raven all have this really nice like line detail. I just don't have anything... Oh, okay. You could use the little bit down here. I don't know how well you guys can see. I'll try and zoom in on it. But if I use the back end of this, kind of hook it up. Something like that, Vile. Just kind of put it in like that. This freaking camera mount is so terrible. Okay. Oh god. Yeah, I'll have to look into that, Vile. That's actually a really good suggestion to just kind of do that with the grip there. I'll have to dig through the bin, like I said, and see what I got kicking about. I'll Photoshop something to give an idea. It's an odd one, but I think it might be pretty sweet. I'll give you a really still picture of this, so you can just screenshot it. And do your magic. I see now. I thought Vile was talking about fixed place. Zoom on, BB Wood. Alright. Oh, it's a little more zoomed. How far do you want zoomed? I'll just keep going until... There we go. I thought Vile was talking about a fixed piece to your pinky rest. We good. Okay. camera. I'm so glad I decided to wear socks today, because a lot of feet cam today. It's hard to judge where the camera is. While the Photoshop wizard does his wizardry, I'm going to just cut out the AA pack here. Yeah, Zine, I was a little confused at first. He sent me a picture, which I wish I should have showed on stream, but it's through DMs. It was basically to make a hook down here to make it more cohesive. I remember seeing Mr. Nathan do that with the handle off of his Raven when he did the Seamless Raven, or Seamless Raven, sorry. Just want to say I appreciate you guys for tuning into the stream here and just kind of checking out what I've been doing and the build I've been working on. Sorry if the lighting's a little dark. I don't know why it's so dark on live stream. And if it's really grainy, I also apologize. I'm streaming through my phone. My computer I'm watching through looks really dark and low quality. So if it's that for you, I apologize. No problem, bro? Alright. How the dart head's going on, Jolt? I assume you've been working on that or something. If not, probably the video. Not sure. New tools are already dusty. I take great care of my tools. It's something nice to have going on in the background as I'm playing a game. I feel like that's common, seeing live streams in the background. Boop, DMs. Alright, let me look at this. Oh! Alright. Yeah, that's interesting. It has a nice hook to it. Currently sizing up a map shell and a demolisher front. Ooh! I'll have to... I'll
I'll have to look at finding one of those nano jolt things, or stinger jolts, whatever they're called. I found them before. I just passed them up. Just a rough idea, but gets the idea across. Exactly. That's the point of it. I'll have to look for one. Hopefully, I'll find one before Christmas. Yeah, rough draft. That's a really nice idea. For people who don't see our DMs, it basically hooks down here instead of back here. Yeah, I'll have to look for one. The bottom of a nano jolt thing. Well, let me see if I got one in the bins. Vile, you don't have to give me one if you don't. If you have to dig for it, it's no problem. You don't have to. It's fine. I appreciate it. I'll check. Jill might have gotten the ones I had. Yeah, if he ends up having all of yours, it's completely fine, dude. You don't stress over it. I'm sure I can find one or just buy one on eBay or something. $30 store. I've seen them there before. Yeah, I have two. The Dollar Tree near me doesn't have any Nerf, unfortunately. I've gone there plenty of times and they don't have any Nerf, which is sad. Because I want to make a Dollar Store Nerf series. Alright, I think we'll throw some spot putty on here. And then we'll call it a day. Long stream today. Yeah, I didn't really expect it to go for 2 hours long. I thought it would be going for like a couple minutes or so. I appreciate everyone who's stuck through the beginning to the end of this monstrosity. And anyone who's joined at all. I appreciate your viewership. Although as mundane and YouTuber like it sounds, I actually really do appreciate you guys. I wanted to try the Dollar Store Nerf homemade challenge. Yeah, the one that Wolcom did. I really want to do that one. I still can't. I think about the John Cena scope, if you know what I mean, from time to time. It just kind of pops in my head unwanted. That thing is so cursed. Yeah, let's crack out the spot putty. Get this guy. No problem, bro. Anytime.
Jill, I don't know what sexualizing term you're trying to make me think I said, but I don't know what I said that would provoke you to saying that. Alright, let's get our doctor gloves on and put some sticky stuff on here. Well, that's what quality you get from taking gloves at work. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Best quality for $3.99. Yeah, I don't know if I said this, but I keep saying this word. I appreciate you photoshopping that and looking for the nanofire. I mean, I wouldn't have thought of that idea myself. So, this is why I like to stream. I can see why you like doing it, because people throw free ideas at you like that. And they might just work. I love criticism, whether it be good or bad criticism. I preferably like bad criticism. All good. Gopher does that stuff to me all the time. Yeah, he's that my kind of mischievous person. Yeah, I like all criticism, especially bad criticism about what I can improve on, whether that be in real life or integration stuff. I always like it when people point out my flaws, because then I can succeed next time. And any kind of help contributed to a build will forever be appreciated. I wish I had popsicle sticks, so I could push that down. Add that to the list of things I need to get tomorrow. Popsicle sticks. Joe was talking about how the John Cena site keeps coming to your mind. Oh. Just looking at your shell gave me the idea, since I don't really see that hook piece. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. I'll have to see if the dimensions, because I'm back. Progress looks good. Thank you, Grims. You're probably back just in time, because I probably will be closing off stream because I am hungry and I need to get ready for school tomorrow. Fortunately, but long weekend was pretty nice though. Got a lot of shit done, which was the main goal of all my weekends, really. We've got more done, but freaking work was intense. Oh, Vile, before you, yeah, totally rough, so might not make work at all. Vile, before you decide to toss that in the box, I'm gonna ask the commissioner if he would want that, because this is not my blaster, and I'll get back to you about that, if they decide that they want it or not. Alright. I need to do something with a Chronos. I got 9 of them for no reason. Well, Violet here, he loves himself a good Chronos, so if you want some Chronos mod ideas, well, Jolt and Violet are here to talk to you about that. Sounds good. I don't even know if I have one. Perfectly good, man. If not, like, people have said I can always go to dollar store and stuff Chronos. I still have that Chronos shell that you sent me, Violet. I need to do something with it. When my friend first proposed the commission idea to me, I was unsure how the shells would stick up together. I'm very impressed with how clean it looks all together. Thank you. Thank you, Grims. I definitely like how this is going. This was actually a different build at the time. This had a underslung Baron and a Firefly, inspired after Mr. Nathan's Hellhound, but the Strife that he sent me never arrived for whatever reason, through postage, because postage is kind of weird right at the moment. He sent that out a while ago and hasn't washed up anytime soon, so I had to take the Firefly off and abandon that project, but I feel like it's for the greater good just to get this out of the way. I need to make a Jank Chrono bag. Chronos are definitely a Vile/Jeff thing. I look what Jeff loves the Chrono bags. Unfortunately, my friend's Chrono bag finally died. I remember you talking about that in VC before. It's really tragic. So, Jill, you said that I should take off the name plates. I seriously love hanging with y'all. You all are great inspirations and support to me, and that means a lot. I always enjoy laughing with y'all. I can always trust you to give me a good smile. Well, Zine, that's the best thing I've ever heard from making content for almost a year now, or more than a year actually. That means a lot more to me than you might think it would. Yeah, sign right off. I would show how big of a smile it has on me, but like, Zine, I really appreciate that. I'm really happy that you can get some kind of joy out of this, and that really makes me want to stream more. So I really appreciate that. And we love to have you too, Zine. I feel it feels like dozens of Chronoses at this point. Well, you are the Chronos man, and they're what you get done. Thought about getting into resin casting. Me too, actually. I've thought a lot about getting into resin casting. I just don't have a lot of the supplies for it, and the patience to do that kind of thing. So I haven't really jumped into it yet.
missed when Hawkeye was still producing his parts. I know he kind of turned into one of my top inspirations for the hobby.
Yeah, I miss when Hawkeye made specialized Raven and Strife parts, especially in the colors that he did. Uh, really wish that Black Shield Pop props made them again. I think I'll just fill that in, honestly. Alright, well, I think that's gonna do it for tonight's stream. I
Still have no idea if Hawkeye wants me to 3D scan Strife Cage or not. Area or not. Yeah, I think you'd have to reach out to him. Just out how this community is going, to be honest. Yeah, a lot of people are going in and out. Biggs apparently also can't do stuff to both sourcing and shipping costs, spiking up so much in cost.
yeah, that's the thing with resin parts.
But this is gonna be the end of this stream. I really hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me, and I really am happy that I got to hang out with a lot of you guys and to see a lot of familiar faces and a lot of new faces. So I will catch you guys maybe next week. We'll shoot for next week, maybe Sunday again, because that's the night I don't have work and I don't have any other responsibilities. Have a good night, Grim. Take care, Vile. See you later, Jill.